Hi, guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be on with y'all today. It's taken me a minute to get here because it's been a crazy day slash crazy week. It's Wednesday, and I plan to be completely done being at the office by Tuesday. If this baby doesn't come sooner, I'm hoping he stays in so I can finish everything I need to do and then maybe sleep a little. But I am going to try my best. So, anyway, I'm on here because it's time for us to do a lesson on weight fluctuation. So, I've heard a lot of feedback from this past week. Lots of people did really great on palette reset. Um, and then post off day, there's that concern about your weight goes up. And then now you're doing the tracking. And I want to just teach you guys about how weight fluctuates because it's just so important to know about how weight fluctuates because it helps kind of clear your brain when it comes to thinking about weight loss and that frustration. Whenever you're like, I'm trying to lose weight and I'm doing everything right, but then I step on the scale and the weight is up. And it's so annoying. And so I really want to just kind of help teach you guys about what makes your weight fluctuate so that you can understand that you're actually doing really good and you don't need to stress. Like everything's fine. If you're eating healthy and doing well with your nutrition plan, you're losing weight. I think we had a member today talk about losing inches. And so that was so cool for you to post because that happens. Sometimes we just lose inches and we don't lose pounds. And it's so irritating because it's like this silent thing going on where you're doing this nutrition change, you're trying to stay on top of your water, you're trying to get some physical activity in, all on top of all the things you do all the time, and you're not seeing any results on the scale, but you're starting to feel like your clothes may be fitting different, or maybe that's not happening yet either. But what you're doing is some serious change to change your metabolism. And so I'm sure you guys have heard the term metabolism before. That is a word that would just kind of like blow my mind. Like I would try and understand what does metabolism mean for the longest time before becoming a nutritionist and being like, like studying what the metabolism is. And it took me forever to even have any clue what that really meant. But what the metabolism is the way that your body makes changes in the bloodstream with your hormones and cells and enzymes and all kinds of things. Whenever any food enters the body, metabolic change occurs. It's like all of a sudden there's a protein or a carb or a fat in the bloodstream, and you will have hormonal change occur because you have that food in the bloodstream. That is basically an example of what the metabolism is. And so whenever we're trying to lose weight, it's like super confusing. Like, how do I lose weight? And how does the metabolism work? And am I doing anything right? Because you may be trying to do the plan, but you're not seeing results yet. And so you're like, am I doing something wrong? Like, is this working? Is this not working? Am I doing all of this for nothing? And I can assure you, you're not doing all of this for nothing. Everything is actually changing your metabolism as you're doing it. And we need to change your metabolism from fat gain mode to fat loss mode. And that takes time. And so that conversion of I've been in fat storage mode to now I'm in fat gain or fat storage mode to now I'm in fat loss mode. It takes so much work out of your body. It's literally a shift of hormones. And it's just going to take practice and it does take time. So I want you to just stay the course and focus not just on the scale, but how you're feeling every day and things of that nature. Like, how does my body feel? Am I feeling happier? Do I have a better mood every day because I'm eating better? I think that happens when we're trying to, change our diet. We just see that, oh, I feel better every day. It's not only about weight loss anymore. It's about how do I want to feel every day. And so, but needless to say, we do all get frustrated with the scale. So I want to talk about that today. So whenever we weigh on the scale, I'm going to pull something up because it's going to make it easier for me to explain all of this to you. But whenever we weigh in on the scale, we're measuring several things. So sorry, hopefully you can see me while I'm looking at all of this. So we're measuring several things. We're measuring fat, which is all that most people are concerned with. They're like, I want to get this fat off of my body. Like I am tired of feeling like I weigh so much, and you're just tired of your body looking and feeling the way it is. And so see, I don't know what's going on with my Google, because every time I try and like log in into my Google Drive, it does not let me, and I don't know why, and it drives me nuts. So hold on a second. I'm like, what is going on here? Hold on. I just really want to get into my Google Drive, and for some reason, it just doesn't like to let me do it. I don't know why. So hold on. Just give me a sec. Anyway, so back to what we're measuring on the scale. So whenever we're on the scale, we're trying to measure several things. Fat, obviously, which is what we're all like, I want to get the fat off. Oh, it's letting me into Google Drive. Thank God. Oh my gosh. Okay. So weight fluctuation. I should have been prepared with this before I got on here. I'm going to be real with you. I should have, but I didn't. And so, anyways, it is what it is. So here I am trying to get this done and then I'm nervous because I'm trying to do this at the same time. Ugh, hold on. Hold up. I'm almost there. Okay, water weight. Okay, cool. I got what I need. So we're going to talk about, okay, back up. So we're going to talk about what we're measuring on the scale, which is fat, bone mass, muscle mass, organs. What else? That's basically it. Fat tissue, water, all of that. So whenever we are weighing ourselves on the scale, we're seeing a lot of different things. And so when we go and weigh in, you're seeing so much number change all the time. And the reason is because our water weight can change. We can have bloating from eating too much salty food. There's also glycogen storage, which we've talked about here and there a little bit. But glycogen is the stored form of carbohydrates, and that's actually pretty heavy and weighs a lot. It can weigh 1 to 3 pounds depending on the person, but glycogen is something that we can gain and lose within about 24 hours. And so on cheat day, your weight goes up after, and you gain 1 to 3 pounds, and it's all glycogen. It's not really anything else. So we have so many different things on our body that can be measured and weighed on a scale, but the scale doesn't tell you what it's measuring a change of. And that's what's so frustrating. So you kind of have to be educated and know, which is why we're making, time right now to learn about this, is what is the scale telling me? Okay, if it's the day after the cheat day, the scale's telling me I've gained weight. But what did I gain exactly? So you've definitely gained some water weight from eating salty foods. Unless you didn't eat any salt, which is very rare. Almost everyone's had some sort of salt. Think about what you like to eat on your cheat day. It's probably like a little bit of chips, or you go out to your favorite restaurant, which if you are eating out, it's just going to be saltier anyways because you're eating out. You probably had some more carbs than you were having during the week, and that's totally cool. Carbs aren't the enemy, but they do make you put that glycogen storage back onto your body. And so the glycogen can weigh 1 to 3 pounds. Water retention from eating salty foods can weigh like 1 to 2 pounds. Sometimes it depends on the person. It can even weigh 5 pounds. And so that's already getting up there. You could be gaining, depending on your size, you could be gaining like 3 to 8 pounds post-off day. And that's not anything to do with fat. It's actually glycogen storage and water weight from all the salts. And so the water retention from all the sodium. Other things that can make your weight fluctuate is bone, or not bone. You don't grow more bone. Muscle. You can have inflamed muscles, and the muscle can be so inflamed that it's swollen, and that swollen muscle is retaining water too. And so it even feels heavier sometimes. Like if you've worked out and you're like, my arms, they feel swollen and they feel kind of like heavier, it's because they are retaining water because you tore the muscle during the exercise. And during that exercise, water went and infiltrated the muscle so that it can help the process of healing from being torn. And so then your muscles are heavy, and they are heavy, and you're feeling heavier, sometimes even puffy, and your skill shows up in the morning, even though you just did strength training and you're feeling so proud of yourself. And you just get so frustrated because you're like, why? I'm doing everything and I'm not seeing results. You aren't seeing the results, but the results are happening internally in your blood. And we're going to go over fat metabolism soon, which will go over like the very hard details of metabolism. But because I needed to get on here and just kind of help teach everyone about these fluctuations, I wanted to quickly go over this. So, what I'm going to do is go through this slideshow that I have, and we're talking about water weight because that's usually what everyone gains after the cheat day. And you're going to see that the water weight, sorry, this hair clip is like bothering my head. You're going to see that the water weight, hopefully this doesn't look crazy, changes a lot. And so if you eat out, even if you eat on plan and you eat out, you're going to have a lot of sodium in your diet all the time. And so you could see lots of swings in your weight because you've had salt to water ratios are all over the place. And so that's what this slideshow is about. So we'll go over that. Let's see here. Okay, cool. I hope you guys can see this. Let me double check you can. Okay, cool. You can. Okay, so water weight. What is it? How does it work? So, what is water weight? Water weight, like we're talking about, it's a weight gain of 1 to 5 pounds. I probably should say 1 to 8 pounds because men can gain way more water weight. But it's also like we're talking about glycogen is something that weighs 1 to 3 pounds per person. Add water weight on top of the glycogen, and that's about 8 pounds. So that's how much you can gain after a cheat day, and it's so frustrating. What causes water weight gain? High sodium meals, eating out, any restaurant, you're going to have more salt. Middle of the grocery store snacks, even if they're on plan, they may have a lot more salt because salt is a natural preservative, and there's a lot of sodium in the middle aisle of the grocery store because all of those foods are shelf stable. And so what will happen is you start snacking on all of those, and maybe you're counting and you're trying to stay within your numbers, but you still have a lot of salt. Dehydration, just being dehydrated. Say this past weekend, you went out, you were drinking, you were having a good time, you probably woke up dehydrated. If that's the case for you, then you can retain water and gain weight just from being really dehydrated and having a low water to sodium ratio, which will make you bloat. Alcohol can make you very have a lot of bloating. Like we talked about earlier, swollen muscles. And also, if you're on your menstrual cycle, that all of those things can cause you to have water weight gain. Okay, so how do you know if you've gained water weight? You've gained water weight if it's the day after your off day, for sure. And you know that you've gained water weight if you ate out. Oh, yeah, if you were eating out at restaurants and stuff like that. If you're eating mostly meats and cheese and nuts, you know that you've gained water weight. And let's see, drinking enough water is a big one. If you drink alcohol, all of those things. And overall, if you're just feeling puffy. And so all of that stuff's going to make you gain water weight. How do you get rid of this water weight? You need to drink a ton of water. So on this program, I'm having you guys drink at least 128 ounces of water. But if you feel like you're really puffy, I need you to drink about 200 ounces of water. And I want you to keep your sodium levels low, trying to do like a 1500 milligram count on sodium in this much water. That'll help kind of offset that ratio. You also could go out and do a sauna session. A sauna session would really help you be able to sweat out all of that salt. And so anyway, let's see. And then questions. You guys may have questions about this. If you do, we'll go over them. For now, I just wanted to jump on here really quick and make a quick video about this because I've heard a lot of questions about it lately. And so definitely put your questions in the comments. I will make a longer video later today. I'm just trying to get some video stuff done for you guys before it's time to pick up Nash, and it's time to pick him up now. So I'm gonna go, but I will get back on so we can finish talking about all this weight fluctuation. I hope this video is helpful for you right now while you're like, why am I gaining weight? So I will see you all in the next video. And yeah, that's it. Bye.